Macy, if you see this, I really liked your speech. Your introduction and explanation of what your story is and where you have been is pretty good. Your walkthrough of your life and the premises that you offer really get the audience invested. Speaking from pain is not always easy, but showing that it is possible to get through it immediately allows the audience to connect with you and empathize. I would say that some of your sentences were really powerful, which showed that you had thought through what you wanted to say and how it would impact the audience. I think that's a really important skill as a public speaker, as one or two sentences can really define a speech, thus allowing the audience to walk away with some ideas and concepts to think about and chew on as they leave. I remember reading Thomas Aquinas and how he said something like, Jesus retains his scars, so too will martyrs bear their scars, yet not be limited by them. I think that statement really reflects on your time working through your struggles, as the scars that we get will ultimately show the glory bestowed upon us. I think, though, that your story needed a bit more substance. There was not as much of a narrative story here. I think if you could potentially speak about your personal struggles, like a particular aspect that you could not get over, or something that you thought could have been easy, but given your health could not do. I think if you offered something a little more tangible for your audience to grasp, you could really cement in their minds what sort of state you found yourself in. This way, you can show just how reliant on the Lord you became, as you're able to surrender certain things to Him with greater ease, and more found yourself along the way in His care and able to rely on Him, even though you were challenged in certain circumstances. Cicero, in his writings on old age, which I really enjoyed, says, "It's not by strength or speed or swiftness of body that great deeds are done, but by wisdom, character, and sober judgment." I really like that quote because I think we often rely a lot on powerful abilities to do things in life, when oftentimes it's the little things that have the greatest impacts. I think also your sources could have potentially have been weaved throughout the story rather than sort of tacked on towards the end. I know I certainly struggle with finding the right things to reference in my speeches, so maybe think about if you can find specific words in specific moments that really helped during your pain and through your that process. Some of your organization could have used a bit more cohesion. I think it was a bit challenging to see which areas you were talking about from experience, which you were offering learned advice, and when you were giving a reference to what you had read. If you were able to sort of segment those a bit better, that would have added more to the flow, and the audience would be able to stitch which goes where as they were listening. I really enjoyed your conclusion, offering a call to action for those to push through their pain and work hard with what the Lord has set before them. Even if you struggle through it, you can still look forward towards God. I will leave you with this encouragement. Romans 18:8 says that, "For I consider that the suffering of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed." Praise the Lord for our future glorification in Him. What a beautiful day it will be when we are satisfied and in His return. Thank you.